Here this afternoon, GDFL match of the day, the final round. It's a big match too. Eastern Suburbs are at home this afternoon to Werribee Central. So it's third playing fourth. Werribee in third spot at the moment, and Eastern Suburbs in fourth. Whoever wins today will finish in third. And it's Mick Foster, the coach of Werribee Central, is just telling me because we know nothing about footy. Ryan Brainers, I welcome you.
Good afternoon.
The double chance for third spot, a very important match this afternoon.
Thank you very much, Tim. As yes, things do go better with Coca-Cola, listeners. And unfortunately, though, the sun isn't shining and the birds have gone to sleep, and it's quite a miserable afternoon here at Werribee. And actual fact, we're at Richmond Crescent, but
where are we? have you any idea?
East Geelong. That's this Coca-Cola.
What's in it?
It's lovely to see you all out there, and I hope you enjoy this very colourful call. We're actually changing things around a little bit this afternoon, Jason, aren't we?
Yes, we've had to. Unfortunately, Brett Rovies, our technical whiz, has not been able to get the tarp up today to sit upstairs. So for the second time in 3 weeks, I think it is, we're commentating from downstairs. And in fact, we haven't even got the tarp up for ourselves this afternoon. So it'll be a bit wet, a bit windy, but hopefully the footy will be able to warm us up a little bit this afternoon. It should be a good match.
But they'll call us the Mean Machine because we're lean, we're keen, and we're going to do a good call here from ground level. A new perspective for country football here this afternoon, and we're going to have a good time, Jason. Don't you worry about that.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope. Now, we've got I don't think there's any changes in both sides. So as selected in the Geelong Advertiser on Friday, the sides are lining up. The one change for the numbers is that number 24 today for Werribee's Brad Spicer was wearing 21, but he's got number 24 on this afternoon. The umpires, Simon Flowers and Kim Andrew. And I've seen a bit of Kim Andrew in the last couple of weeks because he's been at the tribunal. He's pulled the book out a couple of times, so the boys will have to be a little bit careful today. He's Glenn James at the moment with the book.
Well, that's important that they've got an umpire that can make decisions quickly, and let's hope that the players keep their eyes for the ball. Both sides desperate to get the double chance here this afternoon, Jason, at Richmond Crescent, the home of the mighty Eastern Suburbs Eagles. I think today, though, Jason, the Werribee Central side coming off a very big win last week, knocking the league leaders off, will be a little bit too strong, mainly due to the influence of Brenton Vilsons in the centre.
Well, that's going to be the match-up this afternoon. Andrew Reuter and Brenton Vilchins in the middle. Now, Eastern Suburbs have won the toss and look like they're kicking with the aid of the breeze in this first quarter. We saw in the seconds game that the right of screen this afternoon will be the attacking end of Richmond Crescent. The reserves, the Eastern Suburbs reserves, had it in the last quarter but couldn't make up the ground that Werribee had already taken the lead in the final quarter. So the right of screen will be the one we'll be looking at mostly, and Eastern Suburbs have won the toss and will be kicking to the right of screen. So I agree with you. Actually, I think Werribee Centrals may just get up by 3 or 4 goals today in a very tight contest. I think it'll be very low scoring as the rain starts to tumble down just to start off the game for us, Ronnie.
The breeze is important. It's probably worth 5 or 6 at the moment. And whether it gets stronger or not, time will tell, Jason. I tend to think Werribee on a roll after a big win last week will win this comfortably, and I'm going to go 42 points.
Well, I'm going to go 15 points as Kim Andrews got the ball in the middle of the ground now to start the match. Reuter and Brenton Vilchins. It's going to favour nobody. Hobbs and also Barry Delaney in the middle there. Barry Delaney's going to get the first possession. It's the handball out towards Radford, who follows it on. Edgar Smith comes off his wing and he traps it. Handball out towards O'Leary in the centre of the ground. Still left foot kick towards centre half forward. Paul Day, who's playing at centre half back this afternoon for Werribee, can't take the mark. Lang on hands and knees, tries to push it out to the advantage of his teammates. He can't do so. Morley across half back for Werribee, gets it up towards Vilchins. The big man across half back takes the first mark of the day.
Yes, the big ruckman for the Werribee Central Centurions. A long driving drop punt out there looking for his teammate in Luke Luddick, and that was quite a controlled kick into this very stiff breeze here this afternoon. Gathered some distance. It's out of bounds, out of sight centre wing. Reuter, good work to McGough, and you'll hear us call that quite regularly this afternoon. They do team very well for the Eagles, but the kick offline, and it's been well marked there in between half back and centre wing by young Harton. Harton goes short. Looks to the lead there again. I think you'll find it was Luddick. But the long sleeve Guernsey number 2 for the Centurions couldn't handle the footy cleanly, and it's out of bounds.
Badger thrown again. Reuter just pushes Vilchins out of the way, gets a tap down towards centre half forward. Lang behind Day on this occasion. Murray runs through, can't pick up the ball. Peters is there also. Tackles Cunningham without the ball. Reuter off the ground across half forward, leading the race of the ball. Galauka Smith's with him now. It's a one-on-one battle out there. Galauka in front. Smith falls over. Galauka keeps his feet and gets the footy back. He's still at half back now. Oh, poor kick off the boot. Only as far as Fulston. He's got it. Gets it now. Pushed it long with his right boot. Drives it up towards full forward. At the back there, punched away Buck away from Justin Ellison there, who had a pretty good afternoon last week, kicking 3 goals, but punched away 4-1 behind to start the scoring this afternoon.
Without being too critical of Dylan Smith there, he has had a couple of games in the twos, so I think Jace, The difference of going for the ball against going for the man was quite prevalent on that occasion. Galauka never took his eyes off the football, and that's why he ended up with it. Ball now brought out to the members' side half-back flank. David Buchanan, leading goal kicker of the reserves, having a run at half forward and on the ball here this afternoon for the Centrals. Drives it up to centre half forward. Harton, a little chip over the top. Nicely done. Opportunity here, Matheson. He's kicked 38 goals, the big fella, but slipped at the crucial time. Turns the footy over, and now the Eagles can get out of trouble through O'Leary. Taps it back, good work to Rowbottom. Over the top he goes, hand pass, not a good one, and Delaney traps it well. His little left foot kick though travels only a short distance. Brett Loughton's there for the Eagles at centre half back.
Loughton out to push the Eagles back into attack. Murray gives him a lead up the ground. He goes long. Vilchin's there. Can he trap it at the half volley? He can't. He's got support though. Cunningham's one of them. Tries to get around the Radford tackle. Handball is good to Craig Darlow. A lot of players this afternoon wearing the long sleeves. Goes up towards Delaney now. Traps it well. Goes around. In fact, it's Harton. Harton now on his right boot. Goes long towards full forward, but getting back there. Taking a good safe mark again. The skipper, Alan Rundle, for the Eagles.
Yeah, good courageous grab. Going back with the flight of the football. Rundle, the radar. And it's on target too. McGough at half back. Takes the footy. Looks to Smith. Dylan Smith dropped the easiest of chest marks, but now has got time to steady and drives the ball down, but oh dearie me, he's colourblind, and Galauka comes in and takes them all and plays on immediately.
Well, puts himself under pressure. They ran straight into Fulston there. Good play by Fulston to trap the ball, and a bit going on between Nathan Murray and Greg Hard here on the wing, straight in front of the camera, so the boys will have to be a little bit careful. Trial by video this day, and a free kick to Nathan Murray there in front of the commentary position for the Eastern Suburbs on the wing. He goes long now with his right boot towards centre half forward. Reuter there against two. Oh, uses the body well. Can't take the mark though. Back there, Darlow running straight through. Hobbs gets away. Right foot kicks good too. To the teeth of the square. Allison's up there. Bucks also there in front. Traps the ball. Now follows it on. Tackled by Peters without the footy. Now he's got it again. He's on hands and knees. Peters does very well to hold it in there. Good work. It's going to be his goal if they can get one. It falls to Lang. He turns around and kicks it.
Yeah, good goal. Bit of hard work there from Mick O'Leary at ground level too, and I'll give him a bit of credit there for that first goal scored off the boot of the veteran. The number 17 Guernsey for the Eagles, Peter Lang.
So, Eastern Suburbs 1-1-7. They take the lead. Werribee Centrals yet to score on the land as Bullin Wisbowski Charlie counts. First quarter scoreboard here. We've been playing 4.5 minutes in this first quarter, and Ronnie's Newtown and Chilwell Football Club jacket is pretty well drenched already. Good to see.
Yeah, certainly, and well, it's a different sort of set of circumstances here this afternoon, and well, that's country football for you. I'll say no more, Jason. Otherwise, we'll have to get the beeper out.
We might be putting the tarp up at quarter time, I'll tell you that. Yes, cameraman Brett Ravere turns around and says yes. Back in the centre, Vilchins and Reuter. Reuter gets it down. Great tap to McGough. He's tackled though, pulled off the ball by Darlow. Lang runs from centre half forward, gives it back to Reuter, who runs into Lang, but he's still got the footy. Turns around, right foot kick towards Fulston. Darlow can't take it with him. In there, Radford. They're fighting hard in the middle, the Eagles, but Darlow, handball out towards Harton, going to be wrapped. Oh, he's nearly been decapitated there by Reuter. And Darren Harton to take the free kick on the wing on the outer side here at Richmond Crescent.
Well, slowed down the momentum that Harton had. They were running with the football in twos and threes there. So probably a professional free kick there from the big ruckman. Opportunity now for them. Back to Harton. He's got time to steady. Left foot kick, a good one too, into the breeze. Vilson's in front, the big man. The man mountain of country football here in GDFL has taken a lovely grab.
Well, that's where he's very valuable to the Werribee Central side. He can push down into the forward line and take those big grabs. Vilchins now. It's going to be a fair kick into the breeze though. It holds up. It's into the teeth of goal now. In there, Matheson at the front of the pack. Can't pick it up, Buchanan. Rundle, quick kick, smothered. Still there. It's about 15 metres out. Buchanan again, handball. Going to put Matheson under pressure. Still in there. They've worked hard. Radford gets it out. Only as far as Barry Delaney though. Turns around. Can he kick a goal? It goes long. It's still not going to be a score. It's up in the teeth of goal. Running at it there was Matheson. Punched away by Loughton. Pack develops now about 10 metres out from the Werribee goal. And a ball up. Umpire Flowers to come in and do the work for the umpires.
Jason, what odds are you going to give today for the goal scored to the city end here this afternoon?
We'll be lucky if we get 2 goals scored at that end, I reckon. And
well, I reckon I'd just about give 10 to 1 that they won't be a goal scored.
Ooh, Loughton now. Handball out towards Edgar at half forward for Werribee. Kicks towards O'Leary at centre half back. Takes a safe chest mark in front of Vilchins and will drive the Eagles out of defence again. Plays on now, and the lead's on from Murray. He goes in that direction. There's going to be 2 against him. No, 1 up, 1 down. No, Morley goes up as well. Goes towards Galauka, and Peters going back. Galauka's got it, or gets rid of Peters easily at half back now. Right foot kick around the corner towards Smith and Edgar. Smith will be able to take a safe mark. He does. And on the wing in front of the Eastern Suburbs coach's box, goes across the ground towards Fulston. Oh, went off without the footy, but O'Leary's there. Vision is back towards Reuter, and Reuter went at the footy but didn't get the player or the footy there. Kick off the ground by Hobbs, smothered by Darlow, comes back to O'Leary. Little left foot kick again's good, found McGough.
Yeah, I tell you what, Dylan Smith's had a few touches in this first quarter. Done well, lovely lead, Robbie Reuter. And the, well...
We're not allowed to call him veteran.
Not a veteran, he's actually the return again.
He is.
Champion.
Classy. And a short little kick to O'Leary, who worked down from the centre of the ground also into that pocket on the outer side, and he takes the mark about 40 metres out from goal.
Is this transmitter down here, Brett Revere, our technician, waterproof or not?
I hope so, because it's certainly getting a good test. So O'Leary now to put Eastern Suburbs' second goal on the board. He's about 40 out, 45-degree angle. He comes in now. And it's a good kick off the boot as he let... Oh, great kick. Umpire does not move in the goal square. Straight through the middle. Good kick by Michael O'Leary in the second goal for Eastern Suburbs.
Yeah, they look quite comfortable early stages, Jason, but so they should be. They've got used to about a 6-goal breeze for mine. They've kicked 2-1, and it's taken them, about 10 minutes to get that score?
It's 8.5, in fact.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. LBW Charlie Accountants' first quarter scoreboard. Eastern Suburbs 2-1-13, Werribee Central's yet to score. And Eastern Suburbs, as Ronnie said, 5 or 6 goal breeze in this first quarter, but there's a bit of rain around, and that may hold the breeze down.
And I think you'll find there's been a change. Bernardo has gone back to defence, so maybe they have put an extra man in defence where he's so early. No, he's going on the ball, I think you'll find. No, he is at centre-half back spare.
Yeah, spare man in defence for the Werribee Central side, and Shorty Peters also looks like he's coming off the ground. He is, with looks like a leg injury. And to be replaced by Danny Irving. Back in the centre, kick by Hobbs. Hart there on the wing, coming off his wing, goes towards Darlow. In close quarters, gets his kick away towards centre half forward for Werribee. Comes towards Luke Thompson, who kicks off the ground. Radford and Delaney go at it. Darlow again, tackle without the footy, no free kick. Goes towards centre half forward. Loughton runs through without it. Falls back towards Rundle, who kicks off the ground. Goes out towards half forward, Wembridge. Leads Luddick in the race of the ball. Will look for the safety of the boundary line, and well, he keeps it in. And Rowbottom and Smith are there also to help. Pushing the back, found by umpire Andrew. It's going to go to Eastern Suburbs, and Daryl Rowbottom at half back.
Rowbottom now left foot kick. It's not a bad one to centre wing. Murray got the sit. Bit late though. Good work, Bernardo, who's could have hurt his ankle. Loose ball now sees an opportunity for the Suburbs. Hobbs it was. A little toe poke, and it was pretty useless in actual fact, because it's gone straight to Darlow, who's chipped back to half forward, has been marked by Luke Thompson. Tomo directs traffic into the middle of the ground. Irving just come onto the ground, the youngster. Followed it through nicely. 25, he's probably 45 out. Goes short out to the pocket. Looks to the lead there of the big fella, Allison. But he can't trap it, the big fella. And it's gone out of bounds. Good defensive work there from the Centrals. And it's out of bounds about 35 metres from the Eastern Suburb goal, who lead 13 points to no score.
Lang pushed in the back there by Lang. It's going to go to Werribee, and it's going to be Bernardo to relieve the pressure for the Centrals. Just a push there in the ruck contest from Lang. Continues the ball on the outer side looking for Vilchens. It's pretty wide though, and well, it's just found touch. It's going to be a boundary throw in, and the boundary umpire's going to have a bit of work to do this afternoon, I think.
Yes, especially on that outer side of the ground, because the breeze...
which is the side to attack to when you go into the right of screen.
Yes, certainly is.
So another boundary throw in. And Vilchens and Reuter to go at it. The big contest this afternoon between the ruckmen. Reuter in front, gets two hands to it, pushes it towards Morley, who can't trap it. Fulston off the ground there by Delaney, comes back towards Radford, tries to tap it to the advantage of Rundle. He can't do so. Rundle's still in there fighting though. He's on hands and knees. He's surrounded by Werribee Central's players. One of them was Darlow. Got it towards Morley now. Barry Delaney, just a kick off the ground. We're going to see a bit of that this afternoon also. Back towards Loughton and Matheson. Loughton ripped off the ball. Was that holding the ball? No, it was holding the man.
Ooh.
And Brett Loughton will take the free kick at half back.
Brett Loughton, I think, must be related to the umpire, because he was caught red hot for mine. But he's got the free kick at centre half back. Goes long, but is a absolute tree trunk of Centurions there. As we see now, Edgar, who's been busy in the last few weeks. Kick goes straight across the ground. But it's Dylan Smith, the racehorse, screws it back to the pocket. Oh, the return again. Champion, well collared, and it's out of bounds.
He'll love you. He will love you, Robbie Reuter. The return again. Boundary throw in. About 25-30 metres out from the Eastern Suburbs goal. Lang in front, tries to tap it to his own advantage, then picks it up. Oh, gets away from that. tackle from the Werribee Central's defence there. Kicks for goal, but he's missed, and another behind for the Suburbs.
Off the boot of
Peter Lang.
Pete's kicked 1 goal 1 here this afternoon in a scintillating performance at centre half forward. Picked as the rover. Excuse me, Brett. Time check.
12 and a half minutes gone in this first quarter. Ball back out towards half forward for Eastern Suburbs from that Werribee Central's kick in. Hobbs, and he's tackled. Gets rid of the ball. It was a throw. Is that advantage? Yes, it is. It goes to Edgar on the wing now. Chased by Dylan Smith. He gets his kick away. It's a poor one though. Goes towards Matheson. Rundle's there. Oh, traps it well. The skipper gets away. Goes with his right boot long towards half forward, but it's all Centurions. There's 4 of them. They can raffle it. Bernardo in front. He's got the winning ticket, and he'll put the kick back towards the Werribee Central's forward line.
Bernardo now, the big man at centre half back, looks to another big man, Matheson. In front though, Loughton peels for the mark, but Brett, that was about the 3rd bite of the cherry. Umpire calls play on. Edgar slips at the crucial time, and Luddick doesn't have much chance due to some good pressure there from Terry Radford. It's out of bounds, half forward flank into this very gusty breeze here this afternoon at Richmond Crescent. Werribee Central's kicking to the left of screen. No one gets a decisive tap. Barlow, who's been busy. It's actually Darlow. And you'll have to excuse me because I can't see much out here at the moment. The windscreen wipers aren't working too good. As the shot at goal off the boot there of the Central's player. And I think you'll find it was Scotty Johnson. The number 3 Guernsey is offline.
In fact, I think it might be out of bounds on the full there. So Ronnie's put the point down and giving him a point.
Well,
so Scotty will be happy.
A for effort, son.
So a kick by Rowbottom from the back pocket for the Eagles. Reuter calling for it long at half back. He's going to go in that direction. Puts the torpedo punt up. Bernardo, Matheson there standing under it. 2 bright to the cherry, can't take it. Vilchin's roving, smothered well by O'Leary. Goes towards centre half forward. Can he trap it Hutton? No, he can't. Hobbs is right there. Little kick off the ground. Lux of Fortune falls to O'Leary. That's what you need in this sort of game. Kick towards Reuter running out. Bowls over 4 players there. Comes back towards Adrian Hart. Little left foot kick around the corner. Out towards Wembridge and Luddick towards the boundary line. I think the boundary line might win. And it will. It's going to be a boundary throw in front of the commentary box here. Well, we can't really call it a commentary box, can we? The commentary position. Which is pretty wet at the moment. I hope that camera doesn't blow up, I tell you. We might be doing a quarter of footy.
Well, yeah, not real good conditions here this afternoon. In front, Reuter does well, McGough. Hands off to Hobbs, runs through half forward. A long bomb out there looking for the lead. Oh, trapped it well, Ellison. Couldn't control it, but used his strength. Good support though there for the Centrals in defence was the 33 Guernsey and Dennis Cunningham, and he finds a teammate at half back, has got time to steady, and I think you'll find that was Greg Hart. Good work from the vice captain. Kicks the ball down to centre wing. Darlow taps it forward. The radar held without the football, and the skipper, the radar, Alan Rundle, gets the free kick for the Eagles, who's been busy in this first quarter.
He has. He's done a lot of good work across half back for the Eagles so far in this first 14 and a half minutes. Plays on now from the wing, kicks towards centre half forward. The lead from Lang in front. Day. Lang tried to use his body. Irving trapped it well too, then got collared. Radford's there, handball away. Leary in close quarters towards Fulston, tries to tap it onto Lang. Kick off the ground by Vilchins, back towards Galauka. Handball to the big man again. Vilchins, can he get away? He does. Right foot kick towards Ronnie Brain. You could take the mark here, Ronnie. He's not going to be able to though. It's out of bounds, and it's going to be a boundary throw in.
Very impressed with Mickey Galauka in defence for the Centrals. His attack of the football has been first class in this first quarter. And we're just waiting now for the ball to be returned. And a nice job there by that youngster.
Aaron Hyatt, good work.
Hyatt, yes, it's got the chips
and the beer. Good work.
Good boy, Aaron.
Good diet for Aaron. Won't be playing another game this season.
He's taken up cholesterol.
No, he's got his knee injury though. Right up, big tap out from the boundary throw-in from behind there. Looks for Lang and also Greg Hart. The boundary line's going to win, so it's going to be another boundary throw-in at half forward.
So he's now got a new nickname, the Cholesterol Kid.
He has. Well done. I'm sure you'll love that one, Ronnie. Boundary thrown at half forward. Vilchins in front. Gets a tap to it. Out towards Radford. Can't trap it. Kick off the ground. That's the way to go. It's a good kick too. Up towards full forward. Taking the mark is Bernardo. Plays on quickly. Danger. Buck. running towards the boundary line. Can he trap it? He does. Little kick around the boundary line. Irving was right there, out towards row bottom, and also Galauka, row bottom. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. And it's going to be a boundary throw on the opposite half forward flank out near the scoreboard. Eastern Suburbs 2-2-14. They lead Werribee Central's yet to score. We've been playing 16 minutes in this first quarter.
Yes, interesting start to proceedings. Suburbs doing okay, but the Centurions, Werribee Central side, have been busy in defence and nullifying this quite substantial wind advantage, trailing 14 points to nil, and we have a very interesting character in front of us at the moment. As you can see, a lovely shot of our man of the moment. A quick shot there from young Philston. I tell you what, good to see the kid in the side too, so I'm pretty impressed with that youngster. Can't play.
You just put the moz on him. He probably going to play another game.
Well, he's excused today. Ball's pretty slippery. Conditions not real good for this great game of ours here this afternoon, as O'Leary can't control it. Had Vilson's bearing down on him, and we'll have another boundary throw in. That's half forward, members side now of Richmond Crescent, the home of the Mighty Eagles, the Eastern Suburbs Footy Club.
Murray and Vilchins. Vilchins with the left fist gets it towards the wing. Hobbs and Barry Delaney. Oh, falls for Radford. Handball's good to Rundle. Off one step, just kicks across centre half forward. Galauka and Irving there. Morley traps it. Handball out towards Harton. Gets collar too high there by Peter Lang. And Darren Hart to take the free kick. Just inside the centre square at centre half back for the Centrals.
Been a valuable player for Centrals in this first quarter.
Has been a valuable player for them for most of the season also. One of their goal-kicking half-forward flankers goes long towards Luddick, and Wembridge in front, punched away by Luddick. Off the ground by Darlow towards Andrew Reuter. Can't take the mark. He's over the top there, surrounded by Centurions at centre half-forward. It's going to be another ball up. So, Matheson up there for Werribee Centrals to do the ruck work against Reuter. Reuter goes up, good tap to McGough. As Ron said, we'll see that a bit today. Johnson, handball, smothered by Radford, working hard, handball back towards Darlow, and McGough in there also. O'Leary on hands and knees, handball out towards Greg Hart, and also Vilchins, who just goes off the ground. The big heave-ho with the right boot there, falls out towards Scotty Johnson. It's going to be a push in the back by O'Leary there, and Scotty to take the free kick, just on the attacking side of wing.
Jono, it was listed as an emergency in the paper. He'd be pleased that someone's sick because he's in the side. Harton, terrific kick, looks for Matheson in front, couldn't quite control it to ground. Whistle on play, and the balding umpire will take the football at centre half
Well,
forward.
that's Kim Andrew, and you could be at the tribunal on Monday night for calling him that. Okay, ball up. Reuter again gets another tap. Been dominant so far in the ruck tap out towards Hobbs. He's wrapped up by Barry Delaney. Ball breaks free. Radford, right foot kick. And Galauka can't trap it, neither can Irving. We're going to see a bit of that this afternoon. Morley gets back there. Arches his back and gets around one, then gets around two. Left foot kick into the teeth of the breeze up towards centre half forward. Loughton in front, Matheson behind. But falls towards Matheson. Was going to handball to Edgar, then kicked, smothered back towards Wembridge. Over the top of the ball, out towards Buchanan. Surrounded by Eagles. Gets around though. Right foot kick short towards Luddick. He's on the cricket pitch area here at Eastern Suburbs. Kick in there by Buchanan. The ball is in the pack, and the umpire has to come in and bounce the ball.
Yeah, pretty tough for them in this first quarter of GDFL football for 96, and that's round 17. No, it's not. It's round 18.
Correct. Good
the
memory.
Final home and away game for 96 of GDFL football. Time check.
20 minutes gone in this first quarter. And putting the tarp up at quarter time, Brett? Well, that's pretty good, I'd say. Tap out by Loughton towards Fulston. Traps it, gets it onto his right boot, back towards Vilchins, who's running at it. Hobbs trapped the ball and the play there, but then held on to Vilchins for too long. And the big man is going to take a free kick at half forward for the Centrals. So just a lull in play. Vilchins now to drive the Centrals deep. He goes long, up towards... Coming out, Matheson can't take the mark. Barry Delaney traps it, handball over the top. Thompson just taps it back towards Matheson. The big man can't trap it. He's over the top, handball. He tried to get his hands free. Did he drop the ball? It's a play on. Loughton's got it. Gets onto his left boot, goes long. Out of the attacking zone for Werribee. Murray takes a good, strong mark in front of Dennis Cunningham. And that's what the Eagles need from Nathan Murray this afternoon.
Used his buttock very well.
He did. And he took the mark.
Yes,
kick.
It's stuck.
It's poor though, out towards Greg Hart and Dylan Smith. Hart can't take the mark. Smith pressures him and sees the ball over the boundary line.
Yeah, good work there for the Nugget. Just didn't take the eyes off the footy. Cool on the crisis, and well, yeah, probably should have marked the footy, but gee whiz, don't be too hard on the kid.
Boundary throw in. Oh, good on you, Ronnie. Murray in front. Vilchins. Lock arms. Vilchins tries to get it out himself. He can't. Fulston back out towards Hart. They're over the top of the ball. Cunningham. Free kick found by the umpire. It's a hold. It's going to go to Werribee and Greg Hart on the wing to take the free kick. Kicks across the ground into the centre. Oh, did he take the mark? He couldn't. That was Harton. Goes into Darlow. Handball. Pretty slick there to Edgar. Rundle tries to trap it. Also in there, Scotty Johnson. And the umpire, Andrew, will come in and bounce the ball again just inside the centre square. Just the attacking side for the Werribee Central side, who haven't scored yet. 2-2-14, Eastern Suburbs. Werribee Central's yet to score. We've been going 22 minutes in this first quarter.
Well, ball now at ground level. Good tackle on that player. Scotty Johnson it was with the footy. McGough ends up with it. The veteran and one of the more experienced players for the Eastern Suburbs side, Craig McGough, did well. Tap. Good work, Filsons. Ground level now, Darlow working likewise. Radford goes in pretty hard, but again, ball spills free. Opportunity now for Dylan Smith. Got it over the top. Opportunity now. There he is again. Taps it out wide. Looks there for Nathan Murray. Under pressure. Taps it forward. And he and Greg Hart aren't the best of friends this afternoon. This is their second encounter of the third kind.
They're just exchanging phone numbers for this evening's activities. I think that's twice. They didn't quite get it the first time, so they've just made sure they got the last couple of numbers, I think. Boundary throw in, Vilchins and Lang. Poor throw in. It's going to be short, so it goes to Vilchins. Trapped by Smith. His kick smothered. Hobbs tries to kick off the ground to the advantage of Fulston if he can. Oh, he does. He traps it very well. Handball inboard to O'Leary. Turns around. He's got a bit of chance if he measures the kick. He's done very well there. A bit of class there from Michael O'Leary. Just had enough time and turned around and measured the kick for a goal, and that's his second.
Young Fulston set that up nicely.
Yep, he did so.
Thank your mother. And he can't play. As I said earlier in the call, and congratulations to young Alexis Fulston, setting up that lovely goal for the Suburbs, 3-2-20 Eastern Suburbs. LBW Chartered Accountants, Level 4 Commonwealth Bank Building. They'll take the stress and worry out of your life. LBW Chartered Accountants, Werribee Central's here to screw.
They do work care claims, Ronnie. We might need a couple. 23.5 minute mark of the first quarter. Umpire Andrew has the ball back in the centre to restart this round 18 match of the day. The battle for third spot, Eastern Suburbs and Werribee Centrals. Vilchins goes up and umpire Andrew goes down. Vilchins, the free kick found by umpire Flowers on the other side of the pack, and Vilchins will take it in the middle. Umpire Andrew calling time off as the ball comes back to Vilchins in the centre. So 20 points of difference. Werribee now kick long towards centre half forward. That's a good kick too. Loughton's up there with Matheson. Barry Delaney traps it. Comes towards Radford, who's done a lot of the hard work at the bottom of the packs in this first quarter. Goes towards Wembley. A good chest mark, plays on quickly. Luddy comes at him. Kick a little kick around the corner. We're looking for the safety of the boundary line here because Bernardo leads in the race to the ball, and he does so. He's done very well there towards half forward. Finds the boundary line.
Yeah, certainly was an educated kick from Webbridge, who was under a little bit of pressure at half back. Just kicked around the body and found the boundary line out about half forward flank. Members side of Richmond Crescent.
Throw it in now. Short throw in again. Bernardo and Lang push to it now. Free kick now. How you can find a free kick out of two guys doing the same thing there, I have no idea. But umpire Andrew has found a free kick for Bernardo. And at half back, he will drive the ball long towards the wing. Vilchins, Reuter, uses the body there. Reuter falls to the front of the pack. Vilchins again works very hard. Right foot kick towards Luddick, and Thompson coming at him. Luddick, can he trap it? He tries to push it onto the advantage there of Edgar. Loughton's got it now. Buchanan has. Pack develops. Fulston's in there as well. Umpire Flowers will have to come in and bounce the ball. And half forward for Werribee Centrals. Close to siren time here for quarter time, and it can't come quick enough for Brett Rovier. Bounce down, comes out towards O'Leary. Handball over the top, Radford. Handball to Rundle. Had to sit and wait, but they did okay. And then handball into Fulston. Oh, he's going to trap it. He can't at the first attempt, but he shepherds for Rundle, who can. Vision out to O'Leary. Spins around back on his right boot. Could have gone short to McGough, but then he had Smith as well. Can't take the mark. Coming out towards Cunningham. 1 against 2. Murray's running at him. Oh, did he really want the footy there? He didn't look like he did. And Dylan Smith came in to help Murray.
Well, Cunningham was going to kick the ball,
and
but
then
it bounced, and then he saw the boundary line and thought, oop-a-daisy.
So just wasn't quite sure there what to do, pick it up or kick it off the ground, and it's going to have to be some quick thinking this afternoon from the players, because it's
Well, as it turned
the
out,
option to kick out.
his option ended up correct because it went out of bounds. That's what he was trying to get the ball to do.
Okay, Ron Brain coaching from the boundary line. Again, Reuter and Vilchins at half-back. Reuter taps it away well there. Falls towards over the top Justin Morley. Tackled by Murray. He's pushed off the footy. Now Umpire lets it go. Reuter traps it well. Right foot kick around the corner. Cunningham just standing in the right place. He takes the mark in front of McGough.
Yes, now Dennis Cunningham half-back. Low kick. It's a good kick too.
Good
It
mark.
picks out Darlow. Good footy there for the Centrals. Darlow wastes no time, kicks it right across the ground, looking there for the run of Galauka, who's been terrific. He dashes off to Galauka. The kick looks all right for the lead of his full forward, who trips at the crucial time. And I think you'll find that's our friend Mr. Kotchik.
Yes, I was waiting for his name to come up. Gotcha, Kevin.
Kevin it was. Scotty Johnson does well, but again Reuter, who's right up the ground in the back pocket for the Suburbs, got it out, but his ball spills down to Robbie Edgar, whose right foot kick is well marked there by Andy Reuter, the big ruckman for the Eagles.
Goes short towards Loughton, can't trap and take the mark. He battles up well though. Left foot kick over his shoulder does well to Fulston. He's got support. He goes long with the right boot, but doesn't measure the pass to Lang. No, Morley takes the mark. Left foot kick wide towards Galauka, who has an absolute paddock. He can run now, tap it on the ground. He's had one. Irving bearing down on him. He's done very well. He only had one bounce, then goes long back towards Reuter. Free kick. Was it down the field though? Oh yes, it was. And Werribee Central's Buchanan will have the free kick down the field. And umpire Andrew just talking to Danny Irving over there, who looked to have pushed Galauka late. But it's going to be David Buchanan, and this would be a handy goal for the Centrals, close to siren time here, quarter time. And Ronnie's bet that there might not be any goals kicked at the left end of the Richmond Crescent may go in this first quarter. Buchanan comes in and kicks into the teeth of the goal, and has he just missed? He has.
Bad luck. I told you.
And one behind, so Werribee are on the board. They're one behind. They trail Eastern Suburbs 3-2-20 on the LBW Chartered Accountants first quarter scoreboard.
Just waiting now, row bottom, super boot, and it's no exception. A 75-metre drop punt, beauty, out of sight of the ground, ground level of Harton, kicks left foot up to the forward pocket. Row bottom's there, could have been pushed for mine, no, said the umpire. Ball spills, Buchanan, who had that last shot at goal, fires at goal again. But David just can't find those big sticks at the minute. And another point on the board for the Centurions. They now move to 2 points. Eastern Suburbs 3-2-20. Well into time on in this first quarter, round 18. GDFL footy for 96. Brought to us by LBW Chartered Accountants. Ball now back into the fray of things.
Oh,
Today,
good kick.
Leary, who's been busy. Good vision to Dylan Smith there at centre wing as the siren sounds to terminate the first quarter. And, well, Werribee Centrals wouldn't be too disturbed by that 18-point deficit at quarter time, because I think you'll find it was worth a little more than that, this breeze. But time will tell at half-time, Jason Doherty.
It certainly will. Quarter time, Eastern Suburbs 3-2-20 lead Werribee Central's 2 behinds. The goal kickers for Eastern Suburbs, 2 to Michael O'Leary and 1 to Peter Lang. And we'll be back with some of our best players in the first quarter after this on Guest Video.